Riverside College of Knowledge. Now, you see here a model of the Mission Inn a long time ago, and what we're going to do today is teach you guys a little bit about Riverside's history. The questionnaire in front of you has 5 questions about Riverside's history. The answers to those questions are in the show, so you have to listen very, very carefully so that you can fill out your questionnaires correctly. At the end of the show, please stay in your seats because we are going to be calling out your names and giving you each a diploma that certifies you a junior historian of Riverside. All right? So you just stay in your seats. At the end of the show, we will call out your names. Now, the first thing I have to do is introduce you to your teacher today. Your teacher is a big man on campus. He's about 7 feet tall, as a matter of fact. Let me introduce the principal of the Riverside College of Knowledge and your teacher, Professor Tyler. Let's have a nice round of applause for Professor Tyler, everyone.
Good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon, Professor Tyler. I understand that we're going to be learning about the Mission Inn today.
That's correct. There are many interesting questions about the Mission Inn we will be answering today.
Except for one.
And what's that?
When is the inn going to reopen?
No, that's one question we won't care to cover today. Today, class, we are going to learn about some of the amazing history of Riverside's most famous landmark. I'm talking about the Mission Inn. You see beside me a model of the Mission Inn exactly as it appeared 100 years ago today. Of course, it wasn't always so big and beautiful, and it wasn't always called the Mission Inn.
Oh, that's right. Way back in 1876, we called this place Glenwood Cottages.
And pray tell, how do you know that, sir?
Because I was the one who named it Glenwood Cottages. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Christopher Columbus Miller, and I built this original building as a home for my family. Well, later, when people came to visit Riverside, I turned the house into a hotel and named it Glenwood Cottages. Of course, it never became so famous until my son bought the place.
Your son, you mean Frank Miller?
That's right, Frank Miller. I sure am proud of him.
Well, you should be proud of him. He's the man that made Riverside famous.
That's right. You know, when he bought this place for me, I wasn't sure he could handle all the responsibility, but he just took to it. He made the place look really nice, and people came from miles around to stay here. Well, I better get going. See you all later. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, Mr. Miller. Let's all say goodbye to Mr. Miller there. Oh, boy. You know, everything Christopher Columbus Miller told you about his son Frank Miller is true. Frank Miller was always building new things to add to his hotel. Crews worked day and night to make Mission Inn a special place for all his guests. Buildings were made to look like the old missions. And in 1903, Frank Miller officially changed the name of his hotel to what is now known as the Mission Inn. That's when a lot of famous people came to visit.
Oh yes, presidents and kings and even famous actors came to stay at the inn.
Well, hello there, ma'am. Can you tell us about some of these famous guests of the inn?
Oh, certainly. Let me see now. Oh, yes. In 1903, President Theodore Roosevelt stayed the night here at the Mission Inn.
Really?
Yes, and do you see that tree over yonder?
Yes.
Now, that is the parent navel orange tree. All of the best California California oranges are budded from that very tree, and President Roosevelt planted it himself in the courtyard.
All by himself? Well, that's so interesting.
Yes, you never really know a president until you see him gardening. Well, I best be going. Carry on with your studies, children. Goodbye.
All right, goodbye there, ma'am. Oh, boy. You know, I wish I could meet Frank Miller. He's such an important part of Riverside's history. Did you know that he helped build the road that leads up to Mount Rubidoux? And the rain cross, official symbol of the city of Riverside, was his idea. And he made Riverside and the Mission Inn so famous that he became known as the master of the inn.
I beg your pardon, excuse me.
Yes.
I couldn't help but overhear. Did you say you would like to meet Mr. Miller?
Oh, I certainly would, and I think my class could really benefit from meeting Mr. Miller.
Well, I will go and get him then. But I should tell you, he is in a very good mood today, and when he is in a good mood, he is always singing.
Always singing?
Oh, yes. Usually he is singing about Riverside, and he loves it when people sing along. So, you will see. I will go and get him.
This comes as a surprise. Careful! Careful with those trucks! Oh, boy, this is exciting, class. We're going to meet the one and only Frank Miller. I believe we're all going to have to give him a big, warm reception. Let's give him a big round of applause for Mr. Frank Miller! There he is!
Thank you. Hello, Riverside.
Maybe we can help him sing.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Frank Miller. I'm the master of the inn. And when I see you in the halls, I'll say, how you been? I'm glad you took some time to spend with me, 'cause Riverside is the place to be. So hip, hip, hooray for Riverside. Hip, hip, hooray for Riverside. Hip, hip, hooray for Riverside. The happy side of life is Riverside. Before the railroads came this way before our time, the Indians and their families lived by the riverside. The Santa Ana River flowed strong and wide, and that's why this land is known as Riverside. The smell of orange blossoms each time the breezes blow. A show at Loring's Opera House, that's where the people go. A picnic or an Easter service on Mount Rubidoux. Riverside's the best place I know. So, hip, hip, hooray for Riverside. Hip, hip, hooray for Riverside. Hip, hip, hooray for Riverside. The happy side of life is Riverside. I've traveled all around the world, seen all there is to see. I've been to places so far off, they've never heard of me. For all those countries' treasures, nothing gives me pride like the feeling I get back home in Riverside. So, hip, hip, hooray for Riverside. Hip, hip, hooray for Riverside. Hip, hip, hooray for Riverside. The happy side of life is Riverside. Everyone, hip, hip, hooray for Riverside. Good. Hip, hip, hooray for Riverside. Hip, hip, hooray for Riverside. The happy side of life is Riverside.
Well, I think that deserves a round of applause, don't you? Yes. Very, very good, Mr. Miller.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you, Riverside. Welcome to my Mission Inn. Entre es su casa, amigo.
Entre es su casa, amigo. Doesn't that mean enter? It is your house, friend, in Spanish?
That's right, it certainly does. I want everyone to feel welcome here. You know, Professor Tyler, when I started the inn, it was only a dream. But after many years of hard work and commitment, it's become a reality. And yet, the inn is only part of a larger dream I have, world peace.
Yes, world peace. Not a lot of people know that you founded the Institute of World Affairs right here in Riverside.
Well, you know, world peace begins at home, here with friends and neighbors. And that's one of the reasons why my inn features architecture, food, art, and rare artifacts from all over the world.
And your travels all over the world have brought with you a lot of things from these different countries to bring back here to Riverside.
Well, that's right, because I want my guests to experience other countries' traditions and ideas. When my guests leave the inn, they feel like world citizens. And that's my contribution to world peace.
Frank? Frank?
Oh, that's my wife, Isabella. Did you know that she was the first woman school teacher in Riverside? That's how I got my education. I married her. Hello, Isabella.
Frank, could you please watch the baby? She's fussing something awful.
Oh, well, Isabella, you see, all of these folks here are here to learn about the Mission Inn. And, well, I suppose I could watch the baby. One can't spend too much time with one's children, can one? I hope you don't mind.
Oh, not at all. I'm sure we'd love to see your baby.
Here
Well. Oh, there. Wow, what a cute, what a darling little child. La la la, la la la, la
Coochie
la
coochie
la.
coo. She certainly is cute. Wait a minute, I have her bottle, too.
Oh.
Here we are. All right, Alice, just drink up your bottle, dear. Drink it all up.
Whoa, she's a thirsty child,
Yes,
all right.
she is. She gets very thirsty around this time of day, and she also gets a little fussy, too. Dear. Like I said, she's fussy. I'm going to get
Yes,
the
I
pipe
can
organ
see.
so I can play her some music.
A little music, yeah, that usually does.
All right,
poor
sweetheart, I'll play
baby.
for you. Here we go. Little music for baby Alice.
La-da-dee, la-da-dee, la-da-dee. He plays about as good as I sing.
Sorry about that. I'll get it better this time. I'll get it right. I'm sorry about that. I apologize. Oops. Sour notes, you know. I'll get it right, sweetheart. Don't cry anymore.
Once again, let's do one more try, Mr. Miller. Here we go.
You know, practice makes perfect after all.
Well, I think he finally accomplished what he set out to do. He did try again, didn't he?
Thank you,
Yes.
thank you. Oh, the baby is asleep. I'm going to go and put her in the nursery, and I'll be right back. Come on,
Okay,
Alice.
very well. You know, that baby Alice was certainly a cute baby. I can't say the same thing for his playing.
Excuse me?
Yes.
Have you seen Mr. Miller?
Well, yes, he should be here back shortly. He was just around.
Well, you see, I am Hans. I am the carpenter at the inn, and I need to see Mr. Oh, hello, Hans. What's up? Mr. Miller, I have completed the chair for President Taft. Would you care to inspect it? Oh, I certainly would. Where is it? It's right downstairs. Would you help me? Oh, certainly. Oh, my goodness, it's certainly heavy. I know, I built it that way. It is strong, yes, yeah? Mm-hmm.
My,
Strong chair for
My
strong
goodness.
mans. Yeah. Put it down. Wait, hold on.
Oh.
Careful, you don't want to squish me.
careful there, careful. My goodness gracious, what a large chair. Who is that for?
Oh, well, you see, this is a special chair for President Howard Taft. He's coming to visit the inn today.
You mean we get to meet a United States president too?
That's true.
But why is that chair so large?
Well, Professor, you see, President Taft is, he's a very big man. He's fat. No, Hans, that's not polite. Now, President Taft is, large. I wish my bank account was so large. Hans, if the president sits on a regular chair, boom, we have no chair. If the president sits on this chair, an elephant can sit on this chair. Hans, if you're going to be rude, you can leave, you know. I'm sorry, Mr. Miller. I'm going to the kitchen. If President Taft is coming soon, there will be no food left at all.
Well, Mr. Miller, I must say you certainly have an interesting staff.
Well, Hans can be be like that sometimes. But you know, President Taft weighs 335 pounds.
335 pounds?
That's right. I heard they had to build him a special bathtub at the White House.
Must be the size of a swimming pool.
I don't know, but he...
Oh.
Wait a minute.
I seem to sense a presence.
Someone's coming. Let me
Yes,
go
I
check.
do. Somebody casting a large shadow.
Someone is definitely coming, and it looks like it's the president. Oh, my goodness. Do I look all right?
Oh, you look fine. You look fine.
Oh, here he comes.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh,
boys
goodness,
and
move
girls,
out of the way.
President of the United States.
Careful there, careful.
President Howard Taft.
Let's hear it for the president, everybody. President Howard Taft. What an honor. Hail to the chief.
Mr. President, Mr. President, welcome to Riverside. Would you care to sit down?
Oh, certainly. Where shall I sit?
Well, right behind you, sir, right behind you.
Oh, what a comfortable chair.
And sturdy, too.
President Taft, how do you like Riverside?
Well, you know, it's strange. When I got here, the car drove me up that Mount Rubidoux, you call it, and someone handed me a cord and told me to pull it. And then they drove me here. What was that cord I pulled?
Oh, well, sir, you unveiled a plaque honoring Father Sarah. Didn't anyone tell you?
No, that's all right, though. I'm always unveiling things anyway. I beg your pardon, Mr. Miller, but which way is the dining room?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. You must be hungry. Right this way.
Well, citizens of Riverside, I thank you for your warm welcome, and I hope to visit you again soon. Goodbye. Oh, bother. Oh, dear. Oh, well, I seem to be stuck. Well, I'll take
There he
this chair with me.
goes.
You never know.
Well, goodbye, Mr. President. Goodbye there.
Goodbye.
Let's say goodbye to the president, shall we? Bye-bye there. Bye-bye, Mr. Taft. Well. Today, class, we have learned a little bit about Riverside's local history. And now it's time to take our quiz. And if you answer all the questions on the quiz correctly, you too will be awarded Riverside College of Knowledge diploma.
Professor Tyler, I'd like to say something to your students before we go.
Oh, why
Boys
not?
and girls, remember, to be good at something, to make your dreams come true, you must practice and study. Good things come to those that try hard. There's no easy way, and when you achieve your goal, well, the world makes way for one who knows where he's going. So, live to work, do good, and be happy. And visit me again very soon. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, Mr. Miller. Bye-bye now. And bye, class. Good luck on your quizzes. Take care. Bye-bye, Riverside.
Thank you, Professor Tyler. Let's have another nice round of applause for Professor Tyler. Bye-bye. Now, you have all the answers to your special quiz, and if you fill those papers out right now, in just a moment, we'll be handing out your diplomas, so please stay where you are. Rachel and Amber, congratulations. We have Victor and Gabrielle Miramontes. Yeah, right back over there. Congratulations. Shelley Marin. Aaron, Justin, and Ryan Ralph. Entire Ralph family right over there. Melinda Francisco. This is right over there, that young lady. Crystal Earl. Hyde. Matt Hyde. That's that young man right there. Congratulations. We have Justin Dowles. Oh, there we are. Okay. Foglette and Christopher Foglette and Andrea Foglette. Dawn Allred. graduates, ladies and gentlemen. If there are any questions about our set or about kids stuff or the Mission Inn that are unanswered, you'd like to come on up after the show, and I'll be glad to answer any questions. Thank you for coming.